to Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Defense really showing respect to the And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. first carry for Latavius Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. This one caught left side by Cooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Out of his end zone, Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Dallas first down. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Raiders take the field on offense again, sitting at 9-2, Charles, clinching their first winning season since way back in 2002.
And for most franchises, everyone would be dancing in the streets right now to support them, right? Their fans have to be going crazy. But don't you get the sense with this team that they have a bigger target in mind?
I think a much bigger target.
I mean, 9-2, terrific. Hey, they've erased some of that history, but they think that they can make a real deep run in the playoffs and be a real factor towards the Super Bowl.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
Now a play fake here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
That was second down run for Murray. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He finds Roberts complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And Crabtree had a 100-yard game against the Panthers, 110, 8 catches.
So when we talk about receivers, we're almost always talking about a #1 guy for every team, right? And that means there would be a #2 guy. But with Oakland, the way Crabtree's playing with Amari Cooper, is he really #2? Is he more like 1A this season?
Exactly, because Amari has 66 catches, Crabtree right on his heels with 60. Four yards remaining now on second down.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
We ready?
To throw, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski. And this a 39-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Come on, let's go.
Third and long for Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football, and they take over.
Going through the post, but we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. Pass down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, Ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Second down, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Throwing, Prescott, and this one complete to Winton over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Play clock winding down.
Here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Ringo.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
second down. Prescott again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the red zone now, Prescott. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it go deep. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dez Bryant high in the air to bring it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Carr throwing on second down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. 7 yards remain now on third down.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Baby, alert. Here we go.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And fourth down coming up.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go. Wide and yay.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And that's where you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. He cuts it right. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 56 yards. yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Ringo. Oh, baby, alert.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Carr to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Again, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 1 receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. It finds Crabtree for the completion. That'll be a gain of 16, and they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go. Fred 38. Fred 38. Flex round. Flex round. Check 3. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Prescott now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Try and throw here on the fake. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
We ready?
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
A first down carry by Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on,
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go!
2nd down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now is Carr, backing up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go!
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
In the red zone this time.
Double tight! Double tight! Hey!
One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
88, they're going to 88. Let's go!
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jihad Ward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Here we go.
Third and long for Prescott. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack them here. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Wide and 8. Wide and 8. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Second down following the incompletion.
Tight right. All right, here we go.
From midfield, here's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go. Wide and 8. Wide and 8.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington from 17 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And ready now for 2nd and 9. The play clock's running down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
It's a keeper, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown, This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Carr got to have this one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Durant in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This one caught right side by Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Janikowski now for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Prescott here to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this looks to probably be the final play. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go!
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.